Hello, hello. How is everyone today? The sun is shining. It's cold. We want the warm sunshine, not the cold sunshine. So how is everyone's Tuesday going? I'm just checking to see if I am live. Hopefully I am. So come and say hi if you are about. If you've got that live in the top corner, put hello Pauline. If you're not seeing a live in that top corner, then you're catching me on the replay, so put hashtag replay. And if you've never seen this mess before, my name is Pauline Rogers and I am the face behind this profile. So drop me a hashtag one if you're watching now, or a hashtag one if you're watching this on the replay, and drop me a heart so I know that you checked in, so I can come back and thank you for stopping on my live. As I'm here to help inspire you, if you're a mature lady like myself, on skincare, makeup, mindset, and go and live your best life. Age is just a number, and go and work towards those goals or your dreams that you still have, because you've still got time. Life is too short to let it pass you by. So, as you can see probably from my title, when it's got I feel ... I feel like a prized, what's the word I'm looking for? Sheepish, incapable, need to put a gun to my head, because I didn't even think about it. And yeah, I just felt emotionally drained because I got quite worked up. So I'm going to smush your makeup on while I'm telling you. But last night, I don't use my main oven very much since the... Hi Julie, how are you? Good afternoon. I don't use my big main oven that often now. I haven't done for the last 2 or 3 years. No, yeah, probably about 2-3 years. Because a lot of stuff I got, you know, one of these little halogen ovens, which I suppose is similar to an air fryer, but it's a glass bowl, and the heat element is a lid on top. So you've probably seen them, halogen ovens. And a few years ago, we bought one, and we only used it to sort of like basically do cheese on toast and stuff like that, because I wasn't going to fire up the main oven to basically toast anything. Hi Bernadette, how are you? And with the cost of living, and you know, firing up a big huge oven just to do one tiny little thing, you know, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? So in my eyes anyway, so I didn't do it. So I've been using my halogen oven for heating, you know, cooking pies, sausages, chicken nuggets and all that sort of thing that my kids love. And I do mainly use my main oven for two things mainly. One, because I do pizzas, and I can get all our pizzas in one go, which is using every part of the oven, which is great. And obviously on a Sunday, when I do a Sunday roast. Well, I turned my oven on yesterday and walked away from it, got the pizzas out, put some extra toppings on, as we do, because, you know, I buy the standard box pizzas. What I call doctor them up with anything we've got spare left over from the Sunday roast and stuff on top. And I went to open my oven door, and absolutely nothing. The light wasn't on, the fan wasn't going, no heat. So I thought maybe the fuse had gone. So we pulled all the fuses out, and it was already dark, you know, so we, you know, not knowing which one, because I'm on a fuse wire, not a fuse, what you got it, LED box or whatever. I don't have that. I still have the old-fashioned fuse wire. So we pulled that all out, and no, they were fine. So I couldn't understand why my oven wasn't working. Anyway, it's a double oven, so I have got a little oven on the top, which is mainly the grill. And I decided to try that, well, because I've never used that top oven. You know, it's for grilling mainly anyway, but I've never really used it. And I put it on and it started to smoke. So I thought, no, I'm not going to use this, because this is just going to fill, you know, the room up with smoke. It's going to set all the alarms off. So I tried to cook the 3 pizzas in my little halogen oven. Not a great success, because having one pizza on top and another pizza underneath, the one on top was burning, the one underneath wasn't even getting any heat, so it took longer. So I got quite frustrated and annoyed with myself because my oven wasn't working, and having to struggle with this little halogen oven that I've got. So I basically got myself all worked up, slept even less than I normally do, thinking, well, what do I do? How do I solve this problem with my oven? Do I get somebody out? And the fact that it's one of these ovens that are in a cabinet, you know, in a built-in oven in the kitchen, and it's a double oven, so it's huge. I've had the oven since December 2004. So I suppose in a lot of ways people will probably say, well, that's a good, you know, that's lasted a long time. That's brilliant. But it was just annoying that when I wanted to use it, it wasn't working. Now, as I said, the top oven, the light came on, the heat was coming out, even though it was filling the room up with smoke. And I trying to rack my brains, thinking why all of a sudden, because I used the oven, I didn't use it on Sunday because I did a dinner in my slow cooker, because I like to slow cook a beef joint because I don't want it being tough. So we didn't have all the trimmings like we do on a roast, so we just basically had meat and veg on Sunday. So I didn't use the main oven on Sunday. So the last time I used it was the Monday before, so about a week ago yesterday. So I couldn't understand why my oven wasn't working, and no light was coming on. It's a fan assisted oven, so the fan wasn't going. So I thought, you know, something major must have happened, because nothing is actually working on my oven at all. You know, it's not lighting up, there's no fan going. Not really thinking, you know, that everything can go at once. So getting myself all worked up, thinking, well, no, I'm going to have the expense of getting somebody out to look at it. Then the hassle of exchange, you know, getting it replaced, getting the old one out of the unit, getting a new one put in the unit, getting it wired up. And to tell you honestly, guys, I got myself worked up in a state. Does anybody else get worked up when things break or don't work in the house? You know, you don't expect them to pack up on you. So I got myself a little bit frustrated, a little bit worked up, let alone the expense, you know, having to fork out for a new oven, because, you know, they're not cheap. And I didn't even give this a second thought. And I remember talking to a friend, because I've got a clock in my kitchen, and for some reason the clock a week ago decided to pack up. Changed the battery. It wouldn't work. Now, admittedly, the batteries that I have had for a while, but the clock didn't work. So I thought, you know, the clock, I know it's an analog clock, but thinking, well, there must be something wrong with the analog clock. That's why it's not working. So I put it on top of my freezer. Didn't give it another thought for nearly a week. And then I decided to put a battery in and fiddle around with it. Hi, Christina. And fiddle around with it. And I got it going. So I was feeling good on Sunday, because I managed to get my clock back on my wall, because I missed it, because I kept looking at the same place on the wall. You know how when you have something on the wall, like a clock, that you constantly look at to see what the time is? I know I've got a Fitbit on my wrist, my phones have got clocks on them, I've got another clock on another wall, but you just focus on that one area in the kitchen. I glance, you know, from my living room, because I'm open planned, I can sit in my living room, I can look over my left shoulder and I can see the clock in the kitchen, and I can see, right, I put so-and-so in the oven at such and such a time, it's got to come out at such and such a time. And I glance over my shoulder, well, the clock wasn't there. So that that was a bit annoying. But, you know, I said to a friend who I went shopping with last Tuesday about missing my clock. They couldn't believe why I was missing a clock. They said, your clock, you've got a watch, you've got, you know, get yourself a timer and all this. Sort of like all the sort of like negative things, you know, that were sort of like a little bit annoying. And you know, then they said to me, you know, you have got a clock on your oven, haven't you? Surely you can just use the timer on there, so you don't have to keep watching the clock. You just set the timer, and when it goes off, you know it's time to turn your oven off and take out whatever it is you've got in the oven. Well, my timer and the clock on my oven doesn't actually work properly at all. It hasn't done for a long time. It's almost like it's seized up. The arms don't go round and move. So I sort of like reached up and touched this clock, showing my friend that, you know, yes, it doesn't move. Not knowing that it had moved slightly to the point where it switched my whole oven off. I'm putting barely, no, not berry blush, peony pink on. Don't know why I'm putting a blusher on, because, you know, I already feel red in the face with embarrassment. But oh well, gonna let it rock anyway. So I had to go shopping this morning, and my friend was going to take me, as we do on a weekly basis. We go shopping together. And I mentioned my oven, and I wasn't sure on who I could contact, because obviously the oven's quite old, on who I could contact to get in to have a look at it, at least to find out if we can be repaired. Because, you know, as I said, my oven is 24 years old. And I said to my friend, could you drop me off on the way to shopping? And we're calling, and I wasn't sure whether they did ovens or not, or whether they were just a washing machine, fridge, freezer supplier sort of thing, and only repair washing machine, dishwashers and stuff like that, and tumble dryers. Anyway, I walked into the shop and I said to them, do you repair ovens? And the guy behind the counter said, yes, we do. Oh, great, they repair them. And he said, right, what's wrong with your oven? So I said to him, I said, well, I've got a double oven. The top oven, I can turn that on. It gets warm. It started smoking because I've never used it. I said, but the main oven, nothing, absolutely nothing. And he said, oh, does the light come on? I went, no. Does the fan come on? No. Does the heating element come on? Does it get hot? I said, no, nothing, absolutely dead. And he turned around and said to me, have you checked the clock? And I totally forgot that I touched that clock, showing my friend, you know, I couldn't move the dial on my clock last week, and I'd obviously moved it slightly, and it had actually, because it's like a timer on it, it had moved slightly, and obviously put it to timer, so it actually bypassed everything on the buttons on that timer on the clock. Now, I feel absolutely stupid is the main word, because how could I be so, I don't know, fickle? It's a word I can say. I don't know. So I went in there, he said about it, and I said, oh, I said, yeah, I did touch that last week. And he went, well, I suggest you go back, see if you've moved it, and then see if it comes on. Aha, yeah, those damn clocks. Yeah, exactly, Julie. I honestly, I walked out of that shop thinking, could that actually be what's wrong with my oven? And I said to my friend, look, can we just not go shopping? Can we just go back to my place? Let me see if it is that. If it fires up, then I know I can go shopping, knowing that weight of having to get somebody out, then telling me I can't be repaired, and then having to have all the hassle of trying to get it out of the unit and get rid of it, get a replacement. And we did. He come back, and within a few minutes of twiddling around, and I hurt my thumb because that dial was just so tough, it just wouldn't move. But I managed to move it. I did hurt my thumb because it was so stiff as well. And turned it on, and yes, my oven is working. So I feel like a real prize, as in the terms of Only Fools and Horses, a right bloody plonker. For sure. Oh, we have those moments. Trust me, I do things all the time. Thank you, Christina. Me too. So yeah, so I am emotional, but in a happy way, because I know now I don't have to, not yet anyway, dig into my pockets and have to fork out for a new oven and have all the hassle of getting it exchanged. And I know when I tell my son when he comes home from work tonight, in the phrase of, if you've ever watched Hello Hello, he's probably going to reply with, "You stupid woman," because that's basically how I feel. Oh, I can just hear his voice calling me that. So yeah, so that has been my last 12, 18 hours, guys. So what did your week be like? Let me know in the comments. Oh, God. Oh, you know, just mind-blowing, isn't it, that you can do something like that? No, don't feel silly. Just breathe and relieve it right off your shoulders. Thank you. Oh, dear. You know, it's just the fact because I am a single woman on my own, and a lot of things in my home are coming to that period of, you know, they're going to break, they're going to, you know, they've passed their sell-by date, they need to be replaced. And you know that, and you know that it's coming. But when it actually, something like that comes, it just knocks you for six, doesn't it? Because you just think, oh no, why now? And honestly, guys, trying to cook 3 pizzas in a little halogen oven, it took me over an hour and a half yesterday. And even then, they were still soggy on the bottom, because I don't think a halogen oven is the ideal to use to cook pizza in, for sure. So yeah. Anyway, that's my base face done. I'm going to use Peony Pink on my eyes and my lips today, but I'm also going to use a lip liner. So I can sort of like breathe again, knowing that my oven, touch wood, stays working. As I said, 24 years old. And it's funny because I even said to my friend the other week, you know, because I cleaned my oven out and it looked like new on the inside, and I said, you can't believe that this oven, you know, is coming, it was before the 24th, it was in the 23rd year, how old my oven is, and the fact that it's still going strong. And I thought I jinxed myself. No, I didn't jinx myself. It's just because I touched that stupid clock right in the centre of the dials that had turned everything off, because obviously it's only connected to the main oven, it's not connected to the little oven or the top oven. As I said, that's more of a grill, and it's not a air what do you call it, fan assisted. It's just a standard oven, you know, heat oven. So that's going to cost more electricity to run and heat up. Just a tiny little oven, and I mean it's tiny, guys. It's probably about that space in my tiny oven. Can you imagine cooking a Sunday roast in that sort of space? You got room for one shelf. So I don't even know why they even do it, but I think the little oven is more for, as I said, using it for the grill. Well, look, if it happens again, you know what to probably do. Yeah. To be honest though, Julie, it did happen a while, you know, I remember it happening. My husband was still about. So I think it was about 2 or 3 years in after we had the oven, maybe a bit younger, less than that, I'm not sure. And that did happen because, you know, my husband said something about using the timer. I think obviously it was to do because he always wanted a massive turkey for Christmas. And I always cooked it on Christmas Eve, because obviously there's no room in the oven for all the trimmings and the pork and everything else on Christmas Day. So we did fit around with the timer for it to come on and go off. So obviously something happened then, when either we turned it off or something, and the oven again didn't work. And it wasn't only the fact that he fiddled with it, that it came back on again after we panicked and everything else. So in a way, I should have remembered that. But you know, when things happen, you only sort of like focus on the worst of, and in my case, I focus on the fact that I had to try and find someone, you know, that can come and have a look at my oven for one. And then having all the negativity and thinking, well, it's old, they're probably not going to be able to repair it, you know, it's going to be the fact that I'm going to have to fork out to get it changed and get it replaced, and then try and get rid of the old one, because obviously I can't get rid of it. I can't lift it out of that oven housing. You know, it's going to take at least two hefty men, because it's a great big bloody oven and it's heavy. So all that was going through my head, and I didn't even think about that. It wasn't only when I walked into the shop and said to the bloke behind the counter that my oven's not working, when he said that everything's not working, he said the clock, that I remembered that I touched that bloody clock. So I suppose the moral of the story is, if it's not broke, don't touch it. And things won't happen again. Right, at least she doesn't have to spend a bunch of money, like you said. A relief and a lesson. Yes, it's a lesson learned, Christina, for sure. A lesson learned. So yeah, so let's get some little bit of makeup on, make myself feel a little bit better, a little bit more human, because obviously I didn't sleep very well last night. I kept waking up. You know how you get those scenarios, don't you? Keep going on in your head and you're thinking, why did he work? And I should have realised, because, you know, how often, well, this is my logic anyway, now that I'm sort of like got a bit more of a clear head. You know, if an oven packs up, is the heating element and the fan and the light all going to break down at the same time? The chances of that is probably, I don't know, 1 in a billion. So I should have realised the fact that there was no power going to the main oven when I switched it on, that something was overriding it. Because if the heating element had gone, the fan would have still come on and the light would have still came on. But because that didn't, it just, you know, it just didn't enter into my head. So whether that is part of my menopausal brain or what, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, I've got Peony Pink on my eyes, just a little bit of makeup. And then I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to use this on my lips, but I'm going to use a bit of a lip liner as well. What are you saying? What are you saying about me, girls? Have I been reprieved? Bless your heart, I understand. I worry about worrying before there's anything to worry about. I know, it's so easy to do, isn't it? You know, with all my self-development and, you know, seeing time and time again, don't worry about what you can't control. Wait, you know, don't worry about things that could happen. You know, all the scenarios of things that could happen. And bless my dear friend, they always say, worry about it when you get there. Worry, you know, when you cross the bridge, worry about it then. And I say that to my son. You know, my son, his employment, he's worried that he's, you know, because he's part-time and things are happening in his business, that he may not still have his job. And he comes in and he's a warrior. He's like me, he's a warrior. And he's always thinking, oh, if I lose my job, then, you know, I'm not going to have any money in, and then I've got to try and find another job. And he does exactly the same as me. He starts worrying about all, and I say to him, until they turn around and say to you that they're going to have to relieve you, put it out of your mind. But do I practice what I preach? Not 100% of the time. Definitely not 100% of the time. So I think we all do it. We all try to control the uncontrollable, I suppose. Look at that. I do love these liners, guys. They go on so creamy. So a little bit of liner, and then I'm going to use my lip brush with Peony Pink, because you can use this on your eyes, your cheeks and your lips. And by doing a lip liner with it, you're giving yourself that sort of ombre look as well, which is nice. And these are not sticky, guys. They're not tacky. They're a nice way to condition your lips and give yourself a bit of colour. So, Peony Pink for the win. If you want the link to the products I've used, guys, I know I haven't mentioned a lot of them, then let me know and I'll send that over to you. No, I think we are all good at giving advice, LOL, but don't listen exactly. I think it's just us women, isn't it? We try and take on the world. But when it comes to our little bubble at the time, it's sort of like, attitude. So anyway, I'm calming down now. And I know I've got you guys to help ground me back down and chill me out, which I absolutely love. So the other big announcement I want to make as well, guys, hasn't really come through the normal channels. It's sort of like being filtered down by other brand ambassadors. But because we have got a leap year this year, so which is, tomorrow's the 28th, isn't it? So it's Thursday, the 29th. My brand, Younique, is doing something amazing, guys. So I am going to be dropping into a lot of people's inboxes who I've spoken to in the past. But if you have ever thought about coming on board with us, doing what I do, apart from the panicking and overthinking things, if you want to come on board with us, with Younique, and earn yourself 20 to 40% commission by sharing the love of the products that you get in your beauty box, for one day only on the 29th, and it's going to be subject to the time that is in Utah, where Younique is. But for one day only, guys, you are going to be able to purchase and sign up and get our amazing beauty box, that orange box there you see there, with all the products in, guys. The products are not changing, they're all still in there, for a fraction of the price that you would normally pay to sign up. So it's usually $69, which is $99. I'm not sure what it is in dollars. I'm not sure what it is in dollars, but 69 down to 31, I believe, guys. £31 on the 29th. You will be able to sign up with Younique as a brand ambassador or a brand affiliate. I think you can choose either path. Get our amazing beauty box for 31, and it's got a retail value of over £300 for 31, guys. Now I know you're going to probably think, well, that's a bit too good to be true. Believe me, it is true. It's happening to celebrate the leap year, because it only comes around once every 4 years. And to be honest, I've never known Younique to do this either. So if you are thinking about coming on board with me, wanting to earn yourself 20 to 40% commission by having your own little side gig, earning yourself that money, sharing it with your friends and family and your social media, and all you need is your mobile phone, guys, and I've got all the tools to help you do your job, build your business, build your confidence. I'd be here to support you guys. So if you are interested in it, put beauty box in the comments, guys, and I will get into your messenger, or if you're watching me on Instagram, and I will tell you more about it. I will send you over a video that explains what we do, how we do it, etc. And then if you want to come on board, you can do it at a fraction of the cost, guys, to start your own business. And I'm absolutely thrilled about that. What are you saying, Christina? And sometimes the worry is because the lack of control. It means we think we'll feel like life takes over, and so it's hard for us just to go with it. Exactly. Right, so last thing to do, done my brows, done my face, done my eyes, just a little bit of colour on my eyes. Then I'm going to go on with my Quattro, and then I'm going to love you guys and let you get on with your day. And then I'm going to have a cup of coffee and basically chill out. Because I think I need to, I need to unwind. I need to do a little bit of self-love, self-care. and take a little bit of time out for myself just to chill out and feel a little bit happier in myself than what I was this morning. Because I was feeling quite physically sick this morning when I woke up. You know, as you said, when it becomes something that's, you know, out of your control, then you do start to really worry and panic. But yeah, it all came good in the end, guys. You know, because I was thinking to myself, how long would it take me to get somebody out to look at the oven? Then how long, you know, the oven's got to be changed. How long would it be to actually get a new oven paid for and delivered? And then obviously getting somebody in to install it, because I wouldn't be able to install it. I wouldn't be able to take the old one out and put the new one in. So, you know, all that was going through my head. And it was making me physically sick. Thinking, why me? But no, the universe came good in the end, guys. You know, if, yeah, in a way, I should be thankful that I took the step of not thinking to myself, oh, I'll just have to go to Curry's or somewhere like that and just go and order myself a new oven. The fact that I took the initiative to actually go and seek out advice and find out if I could even get the oven repaired, that, you know, otherwise, you know, I would have changed my oven for no reason, because it would have been perfectly fine. It would, well, apart from obviously the clock is dodgy, but the oven itself works a treat. So I would have, you know, I would have spent out, and they're not cheap, these ovens, are they? These built-in ovens. And also the fact, you know, would I be able to get another double oven, or would I have to get a single oven and then have a massive gap either above or below in my oven housing, because obviously it's going to be a smaller appliance. You know, so all that was going through my head and stressing me out, and yeah. But as I said, the universe came good in the end. It was down to a dodgy clock that had stopped my oven from working. Just laugh, Pauline, you'll feel better, I promise. Yeah, I know. I am actually, do you know what? Just coming on here and talking to you guys and telling you, it's already made me feel 100% better. It's just sort of like, you know, got that relief off my shoulders. So, yeah. I feel so much better. So thank you, girls, for popping on, joining me on my live and listening to me. I really do appreciate you guys giving up a little bit of your time. You know, because most of my friends that I have are like you guys, you're all online. I don't have any, there's probably about 3 or 4 close friends that I see physically. But apart from that, the rest of my friends are all online friends. So yeah, so actually coming on and talking about my worries, de-stressing myself, guys, I thank you for it. I really do. So don't forget, guys, if you want to share this for me, please hit the share button and come back and put shared in the comments, because I will add you into my appreciation jar, because I'll be doing the draw on the 1st of March, which is Friday. Anytime. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, 1st of March is Friday, isn't it? So we've got to have a new special on Friday as well. So that's exciting. So yeah, really pleased about that. So yeah, so I need to sit down and take a chill pill, as my son would have said, and reevaluate what could have not happened and learn by it. And if I have any other problems with my oven, that'll be my #1 to go to for sure. There you go, guys. Look at that. Just a little bit of makeup to make me feel... Do you know what? I feel so much better just put a little bit of makeup on as well. So again, guys, if you want a link to the products that I've used... because I haven't used very many today. That's it. 2, 4, 6 products, guys, to create this look. Always here. Oh, thank you, Christina. Shared. Oh, thank you, Julie. So yeah. So I'm going to love you and leave you, guys, because it's coming up to 3:15. And I need to get on with some more messaging and stuff. But as I said, guys, if you are interested on coming on board with us, guys, and take up that offer, guys, the offer is the same as if you sign up fully for 69. Sign up for 31. As I said, I'm not sure what it is in dollars, because if it's $99 and it's 66 in our currency, so what's that? That's 33 off. So 30, so we add 31. So yeah, you're about 60 something dollars, I'm guessing. So $99 would be about 60 something dollars. So if you're interested in grabbing that beauty box, guys, having this little side gig, you can treat, you know, have it as a hobby, have it as a side gig to earn you a little bit extra money, help you to boost your confidence up, get to play with great makeup, guys, as well. Let us know by putting beauty box in the comments, guys. And as I said, if you want the link to these products to have a browse at these as well, then just put link in the comments, guys, and I'll shoot that over to you. And don't forget, guys, we have still got our February special until the 1st of March. So if you want to save on eye products and lip products, then you can get up to 20% off as well, guys. So yeah, grab yourself a bargain while you can, and hopefully make you feel a lot better as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for popping on, guys. I really do appreciate it. As I said, if you're watching me on the replay and you've never seen this face before, I am a lot more cheerier than I usually am. I am getting better now because I'm feeling so much better. But I'm here to inspire you. If you're a mature lady like myself who needs some help with and tips on how to apply makeup or skincare, because obviously our skin has changed over the years, then I'm here to help inspire you and, you know, guide you in the right direction to find the products that's going to work for your mature skin, and also to give you, slap on the wrist to me for not saying it before, but to have the mindset to go and achieve your dreams, go and reach those goals that you want to do, and live your life to the full, because life is too short for definitely. And don't forget, guys, as well, you will get a free sample of our collagen with every order till the end of this month. I don't know if they're going to carry this off into March. I don't know. But as I said, if you're interested, let us know, guys, if you want to come on board and have your own little side gig and earn yourself a little bit of money. So, as I said, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and get a nice cup of coffee and chill out and send some nice messages to my lovely friends. And I will catch you tomorrow, Wednesday, for another makeup live. So go and enjoy the rest of your afternoon and evening and morning, wherever you are watching me from. And I will see you again soon. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Love to you all. Bye.